Hey guys, Andy here. We are here for our first ever TV review! Yay. Alright, so the first one we're doing is, as I promised, we'll be focusing on Star Wars. So the first one I'm doing is going to be on Star Wars Rebels, the first and second episode, because it's a two-parter. The reason I'm splitting this off from the rest of the season is because every episode has a plot. And I'm counting these two episodes as the plot. And then after I do the plot, I'll start doing everything in season after season after season, so the videos won't be like 22 videos on one subject. Haha. But anyway, I have been gone for a month. I did not know that. That creeped me out when I checked that out. But I'm thankful for everybody being patient and for letting me get some things settled and go on spring break and get college back in order. So I'm very thankful for y'all. I will do another video maybe next week, and it will probably be the whole season of Star Wars Rebels. And I believe a video came out before this one, and it's just my daily devotional. I'm pretty sure it came out on Sunday, and this is coming out on Monday or Tuesday, which, you know, I kind of film stuff, so it's 12 a.m. on Sunday right now. So I'm about to go film this and watch 2 episodes of Star Wars Rebels. So, wish me luck. But without further ado, let's get into the movie review. We are back. And okay, I watched the first episode, which is, excuse me, it's 2 in the morning. It's Spark of the Rebellion. And to be honest, let me move my computer. I just got done watching it. Oh, I really did enjoy it. I had a good time watching it. I got a couple laughs out of it. I got a couple chills when I saved that for a second. I would say if you're just a Star Wars fan in general, that I don't know if it'd suit you, but if you are a hardcore fan, you'll enjoy it for sure. It's got all the ticks you can mark, and it's got the feeling. Now, compared to popular belief, if I can ever sit up straight in this bed without slumping, Star Wars stuff has a feel to it when you watch it. It feels different than what you would watch in a normal TV show. It feels like it's just something special. I say we fans can't really explain it. I can't explain it, but that first episode had that feel. And if you don't know, I rate everything on a 5-star scale. 5 being great, legendary, the best of the best, and you ain't seen nothing yet. And 1 I rank as the worst crap I've ever seen in my life. I don't want a sequel. Whoever was involved in this movie should be fired, quit, never work on anything again. But I would rank this first episode. In the next video, I'll kind of rank everything as a whole. And it might have a lower score because of that, and it might have a higher score because of that. But I personally think just watching this first episode, it gave me, let's see here, 3.5. Now that might be cruel to some people. Why are you giving it 3.5? Well, let me explain why. First, I'll do a non-spoiler thing. I usually never talk about anything on the show, but there's a couple things I do want to kind of talk about for a second. And it kind of helps prove my case and helps. Well, apologies, I'm never this tired this late. But first off, Star Wars universe keeps growing, and with that has its challenges. Especially putting this in the most popular timeline in Star Wars, the Star Wars saga, which is in the original trilogy. With that, you already have Luke and the Darth Vader story, which is what you could say the whole Star Wars concept, and then you have these guys. And while I do love every single character, I've never watched this before, but I had a good strong love with every character. Ezra feels more like a Han Solo knockoff because I've watched Solo and I love Solo so much. He just is not a smuggler and just this kid living on his own trying to survive against the man, the Empire. And I kind of just felt like, okay, I've seen this one before. But, you know, in television these days, you see everything once before. So you can't really complain about that because there's only so many ideas out there. But I think everybody played the characters well. The director is a genius. He done the Clone Wars. I love him. For the life of me right now, I can't remember his name, but he's awesome. And he did pretty good here. Of course, if you're gonna ask me, I like Clone Wars better. Just off that first episode, I can't really judge the whole series off the first episode because the first episode's either like it's really good or it's really bad. I need to watch maybe a couple more, and then maybe I'll like it. But just from that first episode, I want to watch more. And so, as the first episode accomplishes all that, but you know what? Okay, sorry. Scratch that. Scratch that. 4 stars. That is pretty high. But it accomplishes everything a pilot episode is supposed to do, which is make you want to watch more. Get you interested in the characters, interested in the story they're telling, and just get you just pumped for it. This whole episode was basically nostalgia, and that's it. They throw in some nice little trivia that most people won't catch, but I did because I'm a geek. And a lot of nostalgia in this episode. Okay. If all you want to hear is my opinion of in the ratings, which I've changed to a 3.5 now to a 4 because I just thought about it better and it just feels right it being a 4. Just for this episode now. I'm going to go talk about some spoiler stuff. So, if you don't want any spoilers, you want to watch this TV show for yourself, please stop watching here. I want to thank you for watching, subscribe to the video, like the video if you like it, and thank you. Peace. There's my whole shtick. But okay, spoiler. The moment where Kanan got out his lightsaber to save Wookiees gave me chills, like little chills. And I can't remember, Ezra did something that I plain up laughed out loud at. And you know, I'm a 20-year-old man watching a Star Wars cartoon meant for kids in his bedroom at 2 in the morning. Which is a little sad when I say it out loud. But you know what? I have hobbies. But one of them doesn't include shaving, apparently. I just saw myself and glanced at the camera. But one of the big issues I have with this, and I don't really have an issue with the show right now. I like every character. There's not any confusing storyline as of yet, and I know what's all going on. The thing I don't like is, as I said, they're already in the best Star Wars line there is, which is the original trilogy. With this, you have characters that you could bring in the show, but could diminish the show. So they showed Obi-Wan for a second, just on a hologram. And I love it. It was a perfect way to end the episode. I got chills. It's about Obi-Wan's final message to the remaining Jedi. And it kind of shows what this episode should embody. Friendship, staying together in the Force, and watching for a new hope that one day will arise, which is Luke. I don't think Luke's the chosen one, but that's a story for another time. But it's a perfect way to start this episode about a life. Technically, the story, as far as I can see, is a life of a Jedi after the collapse of the Jedi Order, which is a great story to tell. Because when you think about it, we have all these stories that explain what happens, but Luke's story is not a story about a Jedi after. It's a story about the Jedi's redemption and return to, them balancing the Force with Anakin. It's not about the story of a Jedi during this oppression, the dark times. It's about just pure on,
blah 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 pure redemption. So I think this story is going to be awesome from that sense, but I also feel like they're in a compact universe, and with that comes big limitations. Like this group of rebels cannot get that big. They can't do a lot of big things unless they join the bigger rebellion or like are part of a small group that gets together and makes the bigger group. I can see that, like them helping form the big rebel group that we all know and love, and the one that Luke, Han joined, and the one Leia's a part of. I can see that actually. But other than that, I really did enjoy it. Watch it if you haven't watched it. So I'm gonna end it on my stick again. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe if you're new. Until next video, guys. I'll see you then. Peace.